Today, Rima is here to analyze the impact. Rima, how good are Accenture's numbers?
IT companies are cheering today. So Accenture's Q3FY15 revenue growth beat street expectations, and it's also beat the company's own forecast or guidance. The company has grown the revenues have gone up by 20% year-on-year in constant currency terms. More importantly, the FY15 guidance has been raised to 9 to 10% versus an earlier 10 to 8%. And remember, this is the second consecutive quarter where Accenture has gone ahead and raised the full year guidance. Digital has done well, so digital revenues have gone up by 30% year-on-year in constant currency terms. Overall, this is a positive read-through for IT companies. Motilal Oswal says the discretionary spending is there for the taking, given the right skills. CLSA says that it's names like Infosys and TCS which will be a beneficiaries of the digital uptake, while HCL Technology could be a beneficiary of the infrastructure management services growth. EY says that digital provides a level playing field, so it's possible for Indian IT companies to get market share from their MNC players, MNC counterparts, but this requires Indian IT companies to invest and acquire digital capabilities. But overall, Accenture's earnings are good, which is why IT companies are doing well.
All right, thanks, Rima, for getting us that update. Well, over to Mangalam Maluna, who's here for a quick roundup of all the stocks that are in news today. Mangalam, what's on your list?
A number of stocks to be kept on your mind as we go into the weekend. First up is IndusInd Bank, as the QIP has opened today, through which the bank will raise about 4,500 crores. Jet Airways continues to be in focus for this whole week. In fact, the shareholders have okayed about $400 million of fundraising, is what reports suggest that Etihad may invest in Jet Airways on the back of non-convertible debentures. GMR was also in focus as the Civil Aviation Ministry has cleared proposal for setting up a second airport in NCR. ICICI Bank and SBI Bank, both of them are in focus, as ICICI Bank has cut rates by about 5 basis points, while SBI has also cut interest rates on bulk deposits by 50 to 75 basis points. But PC Jewellers gaining in trade after Motilal Oswal released a report that they're looking favorably at the company on the back of their expansion plans. And finally, Nasdaq is gaining in trade as the stock moves out from the T2T or BE segment and trades as normal EQ segment. The circuit filter on that revised from 5% to 20%. Back to you.
All right, Mangalam, thanks so much for that. Time for a quick break, but still ahead on CNBC TV 18 and UTI Mutual Fund honor the best and the brightest in the financial sector. The Financial Advisor Awards 2014-15 will get you highlights.
TV18, celebrating 15 years of leadership.
Welcome back. You're watching Business Lunch on CNBC TV 18. The rural slowdown story is overstated. That's the word coming in from Religare Capital's Gautam Trivedi, who says their road trip to central UP showed huge demand for cars and FMCG products.
What we are finding is that the situation on the ground is not as bad as the media made it out to be. And yes, there were obviously farmer suicides. We actually went to a village in Beed in the Marathwada district where 5 farmers committed suicide specifically in that village. But I think the fact is that, again, we picked 3 of the most impacted states, so we haven't really gone all India, and there's probably no need to do all India necessarily. But again, generalizing from what we've learned from these 3 states, the situation is not as bad as it's being made out to be by the media. We found that Maruti Suzuki is doing great business. All of the showrooms that we went across the 3 states, and we probably did about 7 to 8 showrooms, were packed with customers. So rural slowdown is having a very limited impact on something like Maruti, for example. I think Maruti is the stock to own for a 3 to 5 year view. Stock will easily double from these current levels.
Okay, that's dispelling some notions that surround what's happening in rural India. Moving on, the Financial Advisor Awards for 2014-15 were held at a glittering ceremony in Mumbai last evening. The Financial Advisor Awards, presented in association with UTI Mutual Fund, have received a tremendous response over the last year, with the latest edition receiving a bumper 37,000 entries from across the country. The best and the brightest were picked out from across 29 categories by a jury comprising of industry stalwarts. Celebrating half a decade in the business, Bajaj Capital was awarded the best performing national financial advisor in the retail space. That's not all. KK Bajaj, the force behind Bajaj Capital, was honored by UTI's Leo Puri for his exemplary contribution to the sector. Now, for the 2nd year in a row, JM Financial won the best performing national financial advisor institutional. Motilal Oswal Financial Wealth Management took the top honors for the best performing national financial advisor in the wealth distributor category. The winner of the best performing bank foreign was Standard Chartered, while Union Bank bagged the award for the best performing PSU bank. And from the private banking space, retail banking giant ICICI Bank won the award for the best performing bank. And that's where we wrap up this edition of Business Lunch. Thank you for watching. Midcap Radar coming up next.
CNBC TV18, celebrating 15 years of leadership.
On stage, please. And to leave, because this luminous occasion warrants a befitting toast to the 50